Ladies, gentlemen, those in between and outside of, hi, it's been a bit. Um, in my previous video, Yapcraft 2, I talked about something that I wanted to do as a video, and now I get to do it, which is, it's a really niche video. It's Roblox Ben 10 games, because there is a sea of them, there is a mountain of them. Specifically, I was looking for one that allured me for a long time. But let's just talk about how we got to where we are. So the other week, I decided I'm gonna do a Ben 10 video, and I started looking through a selection of Ben 10 games on Roblox. And at first, it was fun. It is fun to look through Roblox because you can find some really cool stuff. Um, but it was almost like all of these games were kind of like just not worth it in a sense. I mean, I feel like that sounds harsh. A lot of them were very similar in the way that they just took a random or made a random map and then put some things together. I'm sorry, I dropped my ring. But they put some things together and then they kind of experimented with the idea of a Ben 10 game, but some of them just didn't really work. Other ones didn't work that well either. I don't know why I'm making this so quick. At first, it was slow. I can tell you that much. But then I found this game called Dimension 23. And Dimension 23 is made by Lucky Aura. Lucky Aura made one of the subset of games that I talked about in the Yapcraft video, which was Ben 10 fighting games, like role playing / fighting games. And the way that you did it was you'd like pick out a random Ben 10 character with an omnitrix that you liked or not. Um I don't remember exactly how it worked anymore, but I feel like typically speaking you would pick somebody who had an omnitrix and then you would run around the map and beat each other to death. I mean, it's as easy as that. So, yeah, I found one of the games, and when I checked Lucky Aura's Roblox page, I found nothing. It was a actually kind of mortifying stretch of just absolutely nothing in that profile. I think there's only 3 games, and one of them is completely non-Ben 10 related. The only one that survived among the sea of them was Dimension 23, which is weird, isn't it? So, put a pin in the fact that a lot of the games that this person created just gone, disappeared. Because I remember playing on a lot of them. There was one that was just, I think it was a normal kind of level with a bunch of different locations from the Ben 10 shows of the time. You had one that was almost exclusively Alien Force and Ultimate Alien. You had one that was almost exclusively Omniverse. You had, oh, what's the evil one's name? Hold on, I'm remembering. I'm sorry. It was the Ben that was red. Oh my god, how could I not remember his name? Anyway, they had all sorts of these different worlds that you could just run around and do your stuff on, but all of them were gone, is my point. Then you had another one, which, like, so, hold on. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I'm getting ahead of myself. I went through another list of games, and I found another cool game that I never even remembered playing, and I don't think I played it in this video. And it was, like, I don't remember the name of it, because I'm not watching the footage. I'm just kind of recording. Um, but it looked really good. And maybe I did play like a lick of it, but I didn't, I don't know. But it did look really good. I know that much. So it seems like these are the two best survivors when it comes to Ben 10 games on Roblox that aren't kind of like a little bit on the weirder normal Roblox side of, hey, let's put this together for a thing I like and we'll see how it goes. There's some that are really really dedicated, I suppose you could say, but these are the only two that I found that are quite like this. And it was upsetting to me because I remember another game in particular, and it was really strange. It was kind of it was one of the really, really dedicated Ben 10 games of the time. You could swap around the colors of your Omnitrix. You could swap around the colors of all of your aliens. You could, like, play as a lot of the different aliens from the first show, and I think a few from the other ones of the time. I can't remember completely. I know that you could play as Kevin 11, and that was awesome because that is a character that I rarely see the actual original form of. Usually you see Kev as, the one that can just change into whatever and goes up to Gwen and says, hey, women are like cars. They're not. They're not. Guys, don't be sexist. Don't be misogynistic to your friends. Um, he's also voiced by Beast Boy. I remember that much. Sorry, it's been a while since I watched these shows. I think I watched them when I was. I remember Toys R Us was still around, if that helps at all. So, but anyway, rant aside, you could do all these really cool things on this game, and I was wondering where it went. And as I was scrolling down, I saw two things that piqued my interest, I suppose. What? Interest. It was a game that had the image of Forearms and Kevin 11 having a scuffle from the game that I was talking about just a moment ago. And I was wondering, is this it? I clicked on it, no. There was another one that was using the likeness of Lucky Aura's original Ben 10 fighting game. Of course, once again, it wasn't the original Ben 10 fighting game that somebody salvaged. It was a scam. It was a scam. It was a scam. So, at this point, I was kind of at my lowest. I felt defeated. I felt like the season's arc was coming to a close. I figured perhaps this game that I remember from my childhood was just gone, reduced to atoms. So instead, I turned to Google. And a lot of the results that I first typed in, where did these Roblox Ben 10 games go? It shot me to, hold on, excuse me. It shot me to where did Ben 10 Classic go? And I don't know if that was a game on Roblox. It looks like it was. But I never played it. That doesn't sound familiar to me. I mean, it did, but I don't think that it had really any significance to me because it doesn't sound too familiar. And that's where I learned some devastating information. That because it was May 22nd, I believe. May 22nd of 2022. Or just May 2022. May of 2022, Cartoon Network decided to go to Roblox and take down all of the Ben 10 games that used Ben 10 as a moniker in their titles, which is upsetting. I thought all hope was lost because of copyright infringement. Which, let's just be real, it's happened before on Roblox with the Pokemon games. Except those didn't have it in the title, but whatever. I'm not here to judge. So, when all hope seemed lost, I started scrolling. I was desperate to find my answers, even if it was just a name of a game that got shut down. And then I saw it. I saw a video with the thumbnail that had Waybig from the Secrets of the Omnitrix movie in its thumbnail. And I go, I found my game. And I go to images, and I start to scroll. I start scrolling like mad, trying to find this image again. And there it was. And it had a title. Ben 10, Arrival of Aliens. And that's when I remembered. That's when the neurons activated. That's when the memories came back to me. This game has persisted. But we're going to find out exactly how it persisted. So I go to Google again and I say, what happened to Ben 10 Arrival of Aliens? And it doesn't have the information page like it did with Ben 10 Classic. So I go, okay, we're doing good. I go to images. I found a stock image of this game. I will put it on screen right now. This is the coolest stock image I think I've ever found in my entire life. After I find that, I go on Roblox because it seems like it's still around. I type in Ben 10 Arrival of Aliens. And at first, I don't see it. And I thought, well, maybe I put it in wrong. So, I think I typed in Arrival of Aliens just by itself. Maybe I didn't. I don't remember. But, I did find something. And it said, Ben 10 Arrival of Aliens in the thumbnail. Not in the title of the game. So, because of this loophole, Cartoon Network didn't take down this game. I clicked on it, I loaded in, and there it was. The return everyone asked for. Ben 10 Arrival of Aliens was working. People were still using it. I started using it. For the first time in years, I found this game that I've been thinking about ever so often in little snippets. Snippets of sugar-crazed memories that I used to have. I found it. And it was the coolest thing ever. Like, it's not something that, normal people would like, I guess. I don't know. It's not something that, maybe I should have gone hunting for. But it was something that had a lot of meaning to me. And the fact that it was still around among two of the other games that I think were really dedicated, almost equally so, it gave me a little bit of hope. It made me feel good that day. So, all of this is to say, go play Ben 10 Arrival of Aliens on Roblox. Go play Dimension 23. Go play all three of the games that are listed on screen right now. You will have a good time if you're a Ben 10 fan. If you're not, then, you're watching this video. I mean, if you're just here to support me, thank you. I know, I'm so sleepy right now, guys. I'm so sleepy. Anyway, this has just been a big old ramble sesh. But, it was fun for me. I felt good while I made it. So yeah, Ben 10 Arrival of Aliens. I'm going to find that stock image again in editing. And then I'm going to publish this video. I hope y'all do well. I'm sorry. I'm burpy today. There we go. Stretch. Yeah. I love stretching. Hope y'all are doing well, mentally, physically. I hope y'all sleep better than I did last night. I slept very shallow. Remember that you are loved and cared for, because I love and care about you. And I hope that message reached somebody who needs it. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share with a friend if you don't do that. Share with your Ben 10 friends who are still nerds. You can't tell me that they aren't nerds. They might not be in it right now, but just give it a minute. They'll nerd out again. Don't worry. Yeah, y'all are great. I'll see you around. The next video might be Has Been Hotel, or it might be me talking about TikToks. It's a crapshoot. See ya. Bye. Ta-ta.